In this video, I'll share the secret I learned with pricing web design proposals. But first, let me take you back 6 years ago to where this all started. Then I'll share how you can use this secret to stop wasting time and close more deals. So here's what happened. A lead contacted me wanting to meet to discuss his project. So I met with him at a coffee shop and he told me about his idea, a trading platform. Whoa! After my chat with him, we had a team meeting to discuss the project. A week later, I had another meeting with this prospective client to discuss the scope of the project in more detail. We discussed what his needs were, what features he wants, any design inspiration or competitors, and more. Now, after understanding his needs, we had another team meeting to research it further and figure out how we could develop this custom solution. The research took weeks to find the right integrations and finding the software developers to make it actually happen. Then most importantly, we had to figure out how much we charge the client. We thought an amount in the 5-figure range made sense. So then we sent the proposal. And guess what happened? Nothing. No reply, so we followed up. Eventually we got a reply, and guess what he said? It is way too expensive. So I asked what his budget was, and he said less than $2,000. After drowning in my sorrows and wanting to give up on freelancing so I could watch cat memes all day, I thought there has to be another way. So I had a sip of my coffee, I went for a long walk to my couch, and that is when I realized I was making a big mistake. Can you see what my mistake was? I did not qualify this lead. I spent all this time and effort figuring out how to do the project, but I forgot the most important part, seeing if the client is actually able to pay for the project first. It is a classic example of different expectations. This client expected it to be a simple, cheap project, and I expected it to be a big, lucrative project. So the question is, how do you avoid this? How do you qualify a lead to make sure that they can pay before you even send a proposal and waste time on the how? Simple, you ask them questions. In fact, I asked this specific question. Do you have a budget set aside for this project, and is it at least over X? If they say yes, I'll continue with more questions to understand the project. And if they say no, I'll ask, what is your budget? If their budget is completely unreasonable, I'd suggest they work with someone else. Now, you might be asking, how do I know what my X is? This is your minimum desired amount you'd be willing to accept for the project. It might be a gut feel, but the point is it's a starting amount. If you'd like to know more about how to price websites the right way, I share 4 ways to price a website in this video if you're interested. Now, if you're still not sure how to figure out your minimum desired amount, another question you can ask is this. Our minimum engagement for a website is X, but it depends on the scope of the project. Is that okay for you? So you might be thinking, when do you ask this question? Do you wait until you send the proposal, or maybe after the 3rd call? My advice is you ask this question within 5 minutes of talking to your lead. Sometimes I even do this within the 1st minute. So why would I do this? Simply because I don't want another bad experience, and I also don't want to waste my time. That is valuable time I could spend working on my business, or maybe even with my family, or playing golf, or playing tennis. Do you want a bonus tip when creating effective web design proposals? Always provide 3 pricing options. When I was a freelancing baby, my proposal only had 1 price for the project, but I realized I was leaving money on the table. Let me ask you, how do you make a $10,000 Rolex look affordable? You place it next to a $100,000 Rolex. That is called price anchoring. Think of it like a benchmark. Now we want to do the exact same thing with our pricing. It doesn't matter what you are selling. Websites, SEO, designs, ad management, copywriting, and more. Price anchoring still applies. As a pricing guideline, do this. Option 1 should be your minimum desired amount. Let's say $3,000. Option 2 should be 50% more than option 1. Let's say $4,500. And option 3 should be 80 to 100% more than option 2, in this case $8,000. Now what you'll find is most clients actually choose option 2, and some even choose option 3. Just from this simple change, you've just made more income where you would have lost out by only asking 1 price. Okay, so now that we know how to do this, I cover how to create a web design proposal step by step in this video. But if you missed it, here's a quick 10-second summary. Use the default proposal template in Client Manager, edit the information, copy the link, send it to your client, they sign it, and you're done. Now that we have a signed proposal, it is time to deliver on our work. I offer websites and marketing services to my clients. My platform of choice to create websites is Wix Studio. I share all the features I love and why I think it's a game changer for freelancers and agencies in this video. But if you missed it, here are 6 things I like about it. We've got amazing pre-built templates and they are completely free. We've got AI tools including responsive AI, SEO images and more. No code animations and interactions. Custom CSS for advanced designs. Marketing integrations. Client kit handovers and a lot more. Alright, that is it in this video. Now the question is, the next time you get a lead, how are you going to handle it now?